The next few videos are going to be about using media on your WordPress site. Media includes images, video, audio, things like that. And we're going to begin by taking a look at the media library. That's on the left-hand side here. I can just click on media and that will take me straight to the library. And what you'll see is it says Media Library Assistant up here. We can filter different types of media on the top left, and on the top right we actually have a search feature. We have some ability to do bulk actions on any number of items that are checked over here. We can also filter by date, and we don't really use this one here. On the right here we can see that there are a total of 32 items in the media library and that there are 4 pages of them here. So there are 10 per page showing currently. Here we have row after row, one for each media item. This one happens to be an audio file. We can see a little icon for it. We're not going to get like a thumbnail image of it because it is audio. We hover over it and we can see that there are some links here that were not visible when we were not hovering over it, such as edit, quick edit, delete, or download the item or view it. And if you view it, you're just going to see it on its own separate little temporary page where you can play the audio. We can also see some additional metadata here, such as text that's been associated with this item, what date it was uploaded, and if it is actually being used on a page. Here it says attached to. We can see which pages. Some of these have not been set to any pages. This one here is a picture, as are all the rest of these items, and we get nice little thumbnails for those. If I want to go take a look at one particular item and work with it, I can click on it. Just click on the picture, or when you hover, edit appears, you can click on edit. And now we have the edit media screen here. We can change the title of the picture that appears back in that media library. We scroll down here, we get a nice big version of it if it was uploaded very large. We can add or edit the caption that's associated with that picture. And captions are the things that create text right on the page when the picture is inserted on a page. Alternative text, I need to talk about this one. Alternative text is what is read out loud to the visually impaired when they navigate the page with a screen reader piece of software. So it is important that you describe what the content is for the people who can't see it. In some cases, maybe it's just a graphic that doesn't really add anything to the page. But if this particular image was added to the page, it's content. It's something that everybody should have access to. And this happens to be an East African crowned crane. I took the photo in San Francisco. And so I put alternative text that describes to anybody who is using a screen reader to read that out loud to them. It says photo of East African crowned crane at San Francisco Zoo. Now that person has equivalent access to the content as a sighted person has. We really don't need to worry about much of the rest of this here, but there is an interesting little button down here called Upload a New File. And this is extremely useful for images that you may need to update, especially things like graphics that have dates in them or data or instructions. And if something changes in that, then you want to upload a new file here. Click on it. You go to a new page. You choose your file and you click upload, and then it will be replaced with the new file. Very convenient. I'm going back to the edit media page here. Speaking of data, if you are uploading an image that has a lot of data in it, consider just having that data straight on the page. And we'll look at tables where you can put data in a future tutorial. But if it's something that really, should stay graphical, but it's got a lot of text in it, if it's short enough, you can just put it in alternative text. But we do have the opportunity here to put a longer description if it's extensive amount of data. And so describe it to somebody that is visually impaired here. On the right hand side here, we have some data about this picture, as for example, when it was uploaded, when it was last modified, such as this kind of information, or a new version was uploaded. You can see the web address for this particular file and some other information. If you do make changes on the left here, you want to click Update here or up on our black toolbar. You don't really need to worry about the rest of this stuff on the right hand side. So that is the media library and editing one individual media item.